Do you want your videos to land with impact? Well, as a pilot/video guy, I can tell you that's a really, really, really bad idea. Asking someone to watch your video is like asking someone to take a ride with you in your airplane. They might be curious, but just as likely, they might be anxious and hesitant. Their great fear, of course, is that the flight will end badly. But if they were paying attention, there were clues all along the way. For example, when a person is watching a video that has no controls on it, and they don't even know how long they're going to be sitting there, it's kind of like asking the pilot,
"Where are we going?"
And the pilot says something like, "You don't need to know that." What? So that passenger is trying to enjoy the flight, but they're spending most of the time wishing they were anywhere else. So eventually, it's time for this seemingly endless flight to end. It's the part she was most worried about, the landing. And maybe she's just about to breathe for the first time in an hour, when all of a sudden, way close to the ground, the plane yanks up, then bam! One of the wheels crunches onto the runway. Her head bounces off the ceiling. Then kapow, the other wheel hits. So hard the plane starts flying again. Then whammo, down it comes again. The pilot is yelling out, "Yahoo!" like some crazy coked up cowboy. That poor passenger holding on for dear life might just be ready for a change of underwear. Now there's a sales video landing with all kinds of impact. And by the time the video ends, that viewer's emotions might be just a little bit overamped. All the worse if she actually buys, because that marketer has demonstrated what he thinks about his viewers. He's taken what could be a great relationship and turned it into a hollow transaction. I mean, that's a choice. Millions make it every day. But what he doesn't see is that that viewer has decided that she's never going to take another ride with that guy again. So here's the question. How would you like your videos to land? Everyone has a personal design that makes their videos more effective when they're created according to that design. But from a 30,000-foot view, it's always good to meet your prospect at her point of need and attract her problem to its solution, rather than stimulate some primitive survival instinct. I know how popular that is, and I know it can work in the short term, but of course, everyone hates it. That foul-tasting frequency leaves a long trail of disappointment for the clients, for the expert advisor too. On the other hand, if your decision is to do what it takes to attract and maintain satisfied clients, you can afford to make your videos take off with authority. Give your viewer passengers a great ride. And land with grace. Touch down with barely a chirp, like an angel with sore feet, followed by a smooth rollout. This kind of ride, this kind of landing, is what I call visible authority. So your viewer leaves the experience exhilarated and yet refreshed, ready to take you up on your offer. At the very least, they'll be ready to take another ride, even looking forward to it. And you didn't even have to ask. It was their idea. It's always better when it's their idea. Also, Just like the flight isn't everything, the video isn't everything either. Yes, give them a great experience so they'll want to come back for more. But then try to make the transition for them from smooth landing to valued guest. That's when things get really interesting. Till next time, here's to blue skies and tailwinds. And happy landings.